When visiting Japan, it's important to be aware of cultural norms and etiquette to show respect and avoid unintentional offence. Here are 22 things foreigners should never do in Japan. Number 1. Never blow your nose in public. Let's begin with maintaining peace and tranquility in public spaces. One important aspect of Japanese etiquette is refraining from blowing your nose loudly in public. Whether you're at a dining table or on public transportation, it's best to discreetly sniffle or excuse yourself to blow your nose in private. This practice reflects the Japanese value of cleanliness and consideration for others. Number 2. Never wear strong-smelling fragrances. When it comes to fragrances, subtlety is key in Japanese society. Strong-smelling perfumes or colognes can be overpowering and may even offend others. It's advisable to opt for more neutral scents or forego perfume altogether to show respect for others' sensitivities and contribute to a harmonious environment. Number 3. Never play music or talk too loudly when in public. Being loud or playing loud music in public spaces is considered disruptive and rude in Japanese culture. Whether you're on public transportation, in a restaurant, or simply walking down the street, maintaining a moderate volume during conversations and using headphones when listening to music shows consideration for those around you and contributes to the peaceful atmosphere that Japanese society values. Number 4. Never photograph people without permission. Taking photos of people without their consent is considered rude and invasive in Japan, especially in areas where individuals may be engaging in traditional practices or wearing traditional attire. It's important to ask for permission before taking someone's photo, showing respect for their privacy and dignity. This courtesy allows individuals to feel respected and ensures that cultural practices are appreciated without being intrusive. Number 5. Never eat or drink while walking. Eating and drinking while walking or travelling on public transport is generally discouraged in Japan. Instead, it's better to find a designated area to enjoy your food or drink. By taking the time to sit down and savour your meal or beverage, you demonstrate mindfulness and respect for the environment and those around you. This aligns with the cultural norms of Japanese society, which prioritise orderliness and consideration for others. Number 6. Never wear shoes inside. Now, let's turn our attention to visiting buildings and sacred places in Japan. When entering someone's home, temple, or traditional inn, it's customary to remove your shoes as a sign of respect and cleanliness. Shoes should be left at the genkan, or entryway, and indoor slippers should be worn if provided. If you are not wearing socks, be sure to carry some with you, as walking barefoot may also be considered disrespectful. Number 7. Never be disrespectful at temples or shrines. At temples or shrines, it's crucial to be mindful of your behaviour and actions. Avoid making loud noises or engaging in disruptive behaviour that could disturb the sanctity of these places. Additionally, refrain from touching artefacts or structures without permission, as they may be culturally or spiritually significant. Number 8. Never have tattoos on display when visiting certain establishments. Tattoos, while increasingly accepted in modern Japanese society, can still carry negative associations, particularly with the Yakuza or Japanese organised crime. It's best to cover tattoos when visiting public baths or swimming pools, as some establishments may have rules prohibiting entry for individuals with visible tattoos. Doing so demonstrates awareness and respect for Japanese cultural norms and helps avoid potential discomfort or misunderstandings. Number 9. Never ignore onsen etiquette. Onsen, or Japanese hot springs, are a cherished part of Japanese culture, with specific etiquette to ensure everyone's comfort and cleanliness. Before entering the communal bath, it's crucial to wash and rinse your body thoroughly at the provided washing stations. This practice ensures that the onsen water remains clean for all bathers. Additionally, swimsuits are typically not permitted, and small towels used for washing should not be submerged in the bath. Respecting these rules reflects an understanding of onsen culture and contributes to the communal enjoyment of this traditional experience. Number 10. Never ignore dining etiquette. Japanese dining etiquette is steeped in tradition and reflects a deep respect for food and fellow diners. While slurping noodles is acceptable and even considered a sign of enjoying the meal, leaving food uneaten is considered impolite. Proper chopstick etiquette is also essential when dining in Japan. Avoid sticking chopsticks upright in food, passing food directly between chopsticks, or pointing with them, as some actions are reminiscent of a funeral ritual and therefore should be avoided. Number 11. Never tip in restaurants. Tipping is not customary in Japan, as exceptional service is already included in the price. Attempting to tip may cause confusion or discomfort for both the server and the guest. Instead, expressing gratitude through words or gestures is more appropriate and appreciated. Number 12. Never skip the queue. Travelling in Japan comes with its own set of etiquette guidelines that are important to follow. When using public transportation such as trains or buses, it's essential to adhere to queuing properly, offering your seat to those in need, and refraining from talking loudly to maintain a respectful atmosphere for all passengers. Number 13. Never misuse gender-specific train cars. Many trains in Japan have designated women-only cars during certain hours to prevent harassment. Male passengers should respect these designated spaces and avoid boarding women-only cars during those times. Number 14. Never travel while unwell without a face mask. It's common for people in Japan to wear masks, especially during flu season or if they have a cold, to prevent spreading illness. Wearing a mask on public transport is considered polite if you're feeling unwell and helps protect others from the spread of contagious diseases. Number 15. Never drop litter. Littering is considered highly disrespectful in Japan, where cleanliness is valued and disposing of trash properly is essential to maintaining the beauty of the environment. Typically, there will not be many ways to dispose of trash in public, so it is expected that you will hold on to it until you return home where you can properly dispose of it. Number 16. Never ignore recycling rules. Japan takes recycling and waste management seriously, with detailed rules for separating garbage into categories like burnable, non-burnable, and recyclables. Ignoring these rules not only disrupts the local waste management system, but also shows a lack of respect for the community and environment. Tourists should pay attention to local guidelines for trash disposal, which often involve separating items meticulously and disposing of them on designated days. Number 17. Never travel without your ID or enough cash. Carrying cash and identification, such as your passport, is advisable, as some smaller establishments may not accept credit cards. This ensures you can make purchases even in places without card payment facilities and facilitates smooth interactions with authorities if necessary. Number 18. Never be rude when greeting new people. Social interactions in Japan require a level of sensitivity and awareness of cultural norms. Proper greetings are essential, with a slight bow being customary when meeting someone for the first time. It's important to follow the lead of your Japanese counterparts and mirror their level of formality in greetings. Number 19. Never assume people speak your language. While many Japanese people understand English, making an effort to speak basic Japanese phrases can be greatly appreciated and shows respect for the local culture. Learning a few simple phrases like greetings and thank you demonstrates a willingness to engage with Japanese customs and traditions. Number 20. Never invade personal space. Respecting personal space is crucial in Japanese culture, so avoid unnecessary physical contact such as high fives and maintain a comfortable distance from others. Prolonged eye contact can be perceived as confrontational or aggressive, so it's best to maintain brief and respectful eye contact during conversations. Number 21. Never publicly display affection. Public displays of affection, such as kissing or hugging, are not common in Japan, as Japanese society tends to value privacy and modesty. It's best to keep physical affection private to avoid making others uncomfortable, whether with romantic partners or friends and family members. Number 22. Never present gifts in fours. Lastly, being mindful of cultural superstitions such as the number 4 being considered unlucky can help avoid causing discomfort or offence. Avoid giving gifts or flowers in sets of 4 and demonstrate awareness and respect for Japanese cultural beliefs and traditions. While these guidelines provide a foundation for understanding Japanese culture, it's important to recognise that customs and practices may vary across different regions and cultural attitudes and norms can evolve over time. Visitors are encouraged to approach their experiences in Japan with an open mind, observing and following the lead of locals when unsure.